Hello and welcome to Bookish Pixie Stitches. My name is Pixie, or also known as Ruth, and this is my channel all about cross stitch. And today I am doing a kind of regular floss tube update combined with it being the 1st of December. I thought I'd have a go at Flossmas. Now my plans for this are not particularly well defined, but I'm hoping to be able to do one video a week up until Christmas. Maybe more if I get the time or manage to get a lot of stitching done. So we will see how it goes. I've not done Flossmas before, mainly because I'm not the quickest of stitchers and I worry about having things to show. And I also am not someone who has the very lovely, very fancy advent calendars. I would absolutely love one, but unfortunately the budget did not allow for that this year. So I won't be doing any advent calendar opening on my channel this year. Maybe next year, we will see. Okay, so to start us off, one thing I really do want to show you, and I've been very excited to be able to show you this. Those of you that have been following me for a while will be expecting this. I actually have a fully finished, well, not fully finished, a finished object. The stitching is finished. I haven't framed it because that's going to have to wait. But most of you will be aware that I have been stitching the Burrowtails Sal by Quaternion Creations. And I have finally finished it, and I've ironed it, even more importantly. So this is going to be an interesting one to attempt to show, but this, see if I can get it in the picture. Oh no, this is all going to go horribly wrong. I knew that was going to happen. Right, hang on. Can we get it in? Yes, we can. This is my fully finished Burrowtails Sal, stitched on Purple Potion 14 count Ada, stitch 2 over 1, and I'm going to bring it in so you can see it a little bit better. So from the top we have the owl and the squirrel and the bats, we have a hedgehog, and then we have the hare and the mouse, the badger and the fox, the wolf and the mole, and then in the middle we have Mr. Bear and his frog companion, who I love. This has taken me probably, when did we start this? I'm trying to remember when we started it. July, maybe? Since July up until I finished it this month. So I'm actually really chuffed with this. I love how this looks. Quaternion Creations are just awesome. I really love the fact they've taken 3 colours and done something so fantastic. So I'm super duper pleased with this. I've been very excited to show this to you. I'm going to put it down because holding it is really quite complicated, but I'm hoping to get it framed. So once I have been able to fully finish it and get it framed, I will show it again. But yes, very happy with that. It's probably the biggest piece I have ever completed. So that was an exciting place to start. So for the rest of this video, now that I've got the finish out of the way, because that's the bit I was most excited to tell you about. By the way, please excuse my Halloween decorations. This house is Halloween every day. I think I've mentioned that before. So Christmas video or not, we will probably still have Halloween in there too. And visits from my dog, who's currently looking at me very confused with questions of what are you doing? I would show you, but I daren't move my phone because if I move it, everything will go wrong. Okay, so plans. Yes, first off, I'm going to show you some of my whips. From the last week. There are only a couple in here because I've kind of, since finishing Burrowtails, I've moved straight into the Christmas stitching, because otherwise I'll get distracted and I won't do any. So I've got a couple of whips to show you. I have some potential new starts to show you for Christmas. I have some plans, and do I have any acquisitions? Not that I've got with me to show you. So acquisitions we will do another day. That's the plan. So to start us off, now this is going to be interesting to try and show. I have one of my whips this week has been, well, be careful because the chart's below it and it's in a magazine. This design here, this is Woodland Advent Candles. This is an ornament that I am making as a gift for somebody for Christmas. It's fine, they won't be watching. So this is the design, and it is from the Just Cross Stitch Christmas 2025 magazine, the cover of which looks like this. And if you're in the UK, advertisement, not actually, I'm not sponsored by them, but if you're in the UK, you can get it from Patchwork Rabbit. online. So just to let you know that that is available through them, because it is an American magazine, I believe, and it's not easy to find. So yes, I will be stitching the Woodland Advent Candles piece and board. No, no board. Hopefully this isn't too see-through. This, I'm going to use my hand. This is where I've got to so far. So this is stitched on 32 count beautiful beige linen. I don't recommend the linen. It's very, very stiff. As you can probably tell from, yeah, it's stiff. It's not floppy. My beautiful needle minder is from Lindsay at Stitching Magic 111. It's one of her autumn meadow needle minders. She has released some more needle minders today, but unfortunately I wasn't quick enough. But she does have, for the one I wanted, but she does have quite a few left. So if you're looking for something festive or a festive stocking filler for a friend, then I definitely recommend Lindsay's needle minders. They are brilliant. But yes, this is where I've got to on my Advent candles piece. So we're getting there. He's not coming along too badly, considering I've already been working on this for a couple of weeks. I think we're doing quite well. Quite pleased with how the stitches are looking on this fabric. He does take a lot of looking at. I have to use my special magnifying glasses to work on this because I can't see it very easily unless we've got really good daylight. And considering the weather in Cardiff at the moment is absolutely horrendous, it has been pouring with rain all day, which is why I'm filming in the evening with all of the lights on. Because to be honest, if I tried to film in natural light, it would probably be even darker than it is without it. So yes, anyway, enough rambling. That is my Advent candles piece. Then the other piece I've been working on this week, sorry, all my stitches are behind me, is this beautiful design by Cotton and Twine. This is from their December 2022 subscription box, so it's an old one. But how gorgeous is this piece? I have had this for ages. I've been stitching on it. Well, I started stitching on it quite some time ago and then it got left for ages. So there's a thread on it. Bear with me just a second. I'm just going to move my needle and thread because you don't need to see that all over the place. This, again, it's in the hoop because I've been stitching it this week. In fact, I was stitching it yesterday. This is where I am currently at. I absolutely love this piece. I'm really, really pleased with how it's turning out, despite the fact that all these individual stitches were driving me mad. I'm now carrying the thread across the back. I give up. I can't do them all individually. It's driving me nuts. So this is stitched on the kit supplies. So I think this is 14 count Ada. I wouldn't swear to it, but I think so. Using all the threads that are provided. I'm really pleased with how this is turning out. I am really enjoying stitching this one. It seems to be the piece that I'm gravitating to the most. So since you saw it last, I have put in this reindeer down here, these Christmas trees, and the bottom part of the main box. I've just got to put the gold stitches in to complete that section. And then we've got two more this side and then the ones up here, and it will be finished. So you never know, I might even finish it before Christmas. But that depends on how distracted I get with other things, because there's quite a few potential new starts as well as a few older pieces that I might be working on. And just to mention, this lovely needle minder at the top here, I believe I got from Cross Stitch Bunny some time ago. So that's Lauren at Cross Stitch Bunny on her website. Just a really cute little mouse with her sewing needle, who I just thought was adorable. So yeah, and you get a little closer view of my stitches as well. So this is my winter piece by Cotton and Twine from their December 2022 subscription box. Okay. And then I haven't been working on these, but these are potential, have already, oh, hang on, let me put that back. Just pop that on there. These are potential, I have started them and I have not finished them pieces. Now, I don't have a picture of the completed design for this one. Those of you that have been here a while will have seen this before, and I did mention it in my last video, I think. So this is my Christmas Jars Stitch Along. This was a Stitch Along hosted by Lauren at Cross Stitch Bunny at least 2 years ago, if not longer. I didn't get very far, but these are my jars so far. So we have the sweets jar is completely finished with the backstitch, and the jumper jar is not quite finished. I've got some more backstitch to put on this one. This is stitched on an even weave. I couldn't tell you what count it is. Possibly 28 count, possibly 32 count. I'm not entirely sure. It's a lovely green even weave. I do think it's very pretty. But yes, haven't got very far with this one. So there are 9 jars in the complete design. And as you can see, I've only done 2. Mainly because, my goodness, how much backstitch. I'm not a backstitch fan. Most of you probably know that. So this is stitched 2/2 using DMC threads. Okay, and then the other one that started and not got very far, I have found the picture for it since my last video. So this is this Silver Creek sampler company. Sorry, there's horrible glare on that. Let me see if I can take that out without it making too much of a horrible noise. Bear with me. Sorry. Learning still. There we are. Right. There we go. There is the image. It's still got a bit of a glare, but sorry about that. So this is Kris Kringle's Flying Academy by Silver Creek Samplers. I have bought this pattern a couple of years ago. I think it's gorgeous. I love this design. But Clever Clogs decided to stitch it on a 32 count opalescent fabric, which is proving quite difficult to see. However, there is a thread on this one. All of these have got threads on. I have actually done a tiny bit on this. I tell a lie, I did do a very little bit. And again, another needle minder from Lindsay. So this is where I have got to. It's not got an awful lot of progress, as you can see. I think I put in a total of about 5 stitches since you've seen it last. There we are. So this is the beginning of Santa and Rudolph's tail, I believe. So we haven't got very far with this one. This is one I would like to get some progress on this year. Before Christmas is gone and over with, which I'm sure will happen in the blink of an eye. But I'm going to have to wait because I can't start him tonight because I've got other things I need to do first. So now we are moving on to potential new starts. And one of them is a definite new start because this evening, after I finish filming, I intend to start this lovely design. This is Let It Snow. This is obviously from Caterpillar Cross Stitch. It's from the... I can't remember which month, but it's from the subscription club, subscription box club. Absolutely. Sorry, it's not called Let It Snow. It's called Snow Flurry. But I love this. I love the colours in it. It reminds me of the movie Frozen. So I'm starting this tonight with Lindsay over at Stitching Magic 111. She is also starting this with a few of her friends. I can't remember who it is, but if you watch her most recent Flosstube video, she lists who she's also stitching it with. So I will be starting that one tonight. Looking forward to this. I just think it's really, really pretty. It's quite a simple design, but a nice little Christmassy, sparkly, possibly some beads in it. You never know, if I'm feeling adventurous I might add some beads. But looking forward to starting that. So that will be this evening's piece. Now other contenders, I don't have very many, but I do have a couple. So I have this lovely embroidery hoop kit from, where did I get it from? The Works, I believe. Just trying to take the price off the top. That's not going to come off. Okay, so this is a very simple kit, but I saw it and I was like, that's really cute. So this is a little gingerbread house. Now, I have a bit of a thing about gingerbread houses. I think they are so cute. And I thought that would be quite a nice stitch for when I'm feeling a bit tired. For those of you who don't know, I've recently started back at work in the last couple of weeks and I am shattered. It's exhausting, so doing anything complicated is a bit too taxing for my brain at the minute. So I thought this would be quite nice because there's a lot of fill-in on this, sort of all the brown for the house. So I thought that might be quite a nice relaxing repetitive stitch. So we're going to give that a go at some point. It is on, I don't know what it's on. It's on fabric. That's what it tells me on the back. I was just seeing if it said what type of fabric, but it doesn't. So using all the kit instructions, we might have a little go at this one. And then I have one that's a little bit more fancy. Where is he? So I have had this kit in my stash for a good couple of years. This is a Luca S. And this is my gorgeous reindeer. Sorry, glare. There we are. My lovely reindeer kit, who I absolutely love, but he's full coverage. And full coverage is quite scary, to be honest. I'm not sure. He's also stitched using, you can see all the threads in the back. So we've got all these lovely threads. They're all sorted, ready to go. I think they're the usual, yeah, they are the usual embroidery flosses. I have another Luca S that's got the acrylic fluffy threads, but this is using your standard embroidery thread, I believe, the anchor ones. Yeah, I love this design. I really, really ought to get this out and have a go at it. So he is a potential contender for this year. I obviously won't be getting him finished, but it would be nice to start him, wouldn't it? I think that would be quite a fun piece. So those are kind of where I'm at with possible stitching projects for this month. I did set up a wheel, but unfortunately my wheel project picker is on my phone, which I record my videos on, so that wasn't very well thought out. And also I'm not sure that I'm very good at doing what a wheel tells me. So we will see. I may use the wheel. I might try and set one up on my Kindle and see if that works, so then I can do it live, because that would be more fun than me telling you what I span. But we'll see. We will see whether that comes into play or not. By the way, if you can hear rusting in the background, my partner's cooking dinner, so you may be able to hear background noises today. Timing. I'm trying to film things. But yes, so lots of possible Christmas stitches. As I say, not that many things to update you on because I've only really been working on the same 2 projects for the last couple of weeks, but making some progress, which is nice. Future plans in terms of Christmassy things, I'm really only going to be showing kind of what I'm working on, my progress, any sort of stitch alongs that I do with other people, start alongs. The other thing I will be talking about next week is, this weekend is the Jingle Ball, as I'm sure many of you are aware. I am annoyingly not here for most of it, which is a bit inconvenient. I'm actually away to London this weekend, but I will be hopefully joining the Saturday night and the Sunday of the Jingle Ball. I don't think I'm going to be able to make any of the Friday. So I will kind of do a little bit of a chat about how that went, what designers we had there, whether I bought anything. I'm supposed to be being good because money is very tight. So in theory, I'm not supposed to be buying anything, but that probably isn't going to go very well. We will see. I'm trying to be good. But yeah, we will see how that goes. The other thing I will also be talking about next week is that I'm hoping, I've got the chart coming, so I have signed up for the, what is it called? The Mushroom Bed and Breakfast stitch along through the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. Who was it that enabled me with that? I forget. Somebody I was watching was talking about it. I think it might have been Adelaide at Adelaide Stitches. Yes, it was. Who completely enabled me, because I was like, oh, foxes, mushrooms, that sounds right up my alley. Yeah, so I will be starting that. I haven't, however, as of yet ordered any fabric, because I was looking at it and the suggestions for the fabric for the first piece, and I'm like, I can't decide which fabric I want to go with. I'm going to wait until the design is released and then make a decision, which means I'm going to be delayed starting it probably. But yeah, I really want to make sure that I get a fabric I like and that's going to work with the design. I just feel a little bit anxious about, because it's the what's it called? The fabric they suggest is a black chalkboard, and I haven't done much stitching on black. That's a little bit intimidating. Grey I can probably do. So I was thinking about getting a mottled grey fabric instead. We'll see how that goes. So I will be talking about that at some point in the not too distant future. I believe the first release is on Friday. So yeah, next week, hopefully I can make some kind of decision about what fabric I'm going to use and get that ordered. And then maybe you'll get to see a start before the end of the Flossmas kind of series. I think that's about it for my first one. That's a very short video for me. My goodness, I haven't waffled on for about 3 hours. But yes, so if you are new here, it is lovely to meet you. I'm very glad to see you, and I hope that you enjoy the video so far, and that you've seen some designs that maybe you'd like to stitch yourself, or or you're already maybe stitching some of them. And also that if you're new here and you like what you see today, if you'd like to leave me a like or a subscribe or a comment, that would be absolutely awesome. I am always grateful for any of those YouTubey things that people do. And also I just wanted to do a shout out to my new subscribers who I've had over the last week or two. I just want to say thank you ever so much for being here. It's lovely to see this channel starting to grow a little bit, and I really hope that you are enjoying my content. And if you've got any suggestions for what you would like to see, or anything that I'm not doing at the moment that you would enjoy, please let me know. And the other thing I'm thinking of doing as part of the Flossmas series is, it's not cross stitch, but I am also quite a big reader, thus the name Bookish Pixie Stitches. And I was thinking of possibly doing some Christmassy book recommendations as well. So if that's something you'd like to see, please let me know. And if you've made it all the way through the video, please leave me a snowman emoji. I hope you have a lovely rest of the week. Enjoy all your stitching, and I will see you hopefully next week for another installment. Until then, take care and keep warm and dry because it's horrible weather here. And I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.